What's up, ladies and gents? CenterStrain01, your host here, and welcome to another video for Hitman 2. This is the final mission, the Ark Society, which takes place in the Isle of Sgail, or Sgail. I don't know how you would say that, actually. But we're going to be doing two specific mission stories in this. If you haven't already, you can check out me learning the level a little bit. However, since I already did those two specific challenges in that episode, and it was a nice long hour-and-a-half episode, we're going to be doing two completely different ones this time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I think there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like there's going to be a total of 3 videos showing you guys all of the different mission stories, and then we'll finish that off with a Silent Assassin suit only video as well. So we're going to go ahead and get things started here. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's watch the mission briefing, and then we will begin.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
All right, so there is our targets. Planning-wise, we're going to go in with the default loadout, except we're going to change this up. Always go in with our own special silver baller. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and begin. We're going to be learning, obviously, going through the mission stories, so hopefully you guys will enjoy, and it's go time. Leave a like.
The Isle of Sgail, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
Won't you join us? I see someone's in a hurry. Well...
Sir? What's with that?
The annual Phoenix, sir. Symbolizes the collapse of civilization when which the Ark Society emerges unscathed.
If you recall, I'm the one who wanted to
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony, symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the Ark Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire, with Zoe inside it. Well, I suggest you locate this master of ceremonies who lights the Fire 47. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
Zoe Washington certainly is a modest show.
Man, whole area cordoned off from us. Some tokens, come on, Nick.
Effigy without proper measures.
Same kind of repels the veins of the temple, death traps, more than snakes.
Granted, but still.
Some filthy rich broad wants to flirt with danger to feel alive. I say let her. They pay for our silence, not our concern.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Huh?
Oh, that rune-inscribed ancient hammer. Remember those cave guys?
Wow. That's one I never believed it was real. Lucky to have seen it.
You know I like to buy a little ice for my coat. Shit, man, that was
Seriously, I'll pay you. Me? You're the master of ceremonies. I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. I'll never go on the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Not spectacle. What if people hate it? Shit, they're gonna hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Oh, good Lord, what have I done? How did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Fenniger. Break a leg.
Simple enough. All you have to do in order not to take anyone besides the actual person you need to grab the disguise from is to just wait until he comes back this way, as he'll present an opportunity for you to grab him if you turn on the gramophone. I just love how random gramophones are laying around.
Alexa, the crowd was starting to get restless. Your peers are waiting by the stage.
Fenniger, hey Christ. Ready when you are.
Oh, must be the
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean.
So she is making her way here. You can just get the sense of scale in this level. It's actually a lot bigger than you might initially think.
Zoe Washington, the Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor. Our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
How are you today, sir? Sir?
Look at you, Fennegar. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Sophia Washington.
Master.
Hey, I'm grumpy. I'm not grumpy.
Just humor me for a second.
Hello there, sir.
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron.
How do you know?
So, Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the Ark Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents and troublemakers.
I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the original 5.
So you're going to want to be quick about this because you have the constant that's heading this way, and he can slow things down tremendously because he's going to speak with Block. So he's going to start heading this way. You want to try to get all of this done before he comes in.
Dolphin. See you on. How was that?
Man, I think we got a problem here. Some idiot is throwing stuff around. I'm moving in. We'll get back.
Yeah.
Command, nothing suspicious.
Perfect.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure. What did
And we were able to get this disguise before he came up and talked to him.
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rogues.
You look well, sir.
So when you take him out, he just ends up staying right there.
A decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense.
Here you want to be
Just vote
careful.
in
There's a
favor of
camera
my
up
motion,
here, and you'll
I
have to
promise
walk
you,
right through it if you
you'll power
follow
the world
her.
for decades to come.
So we're going to move to the right. Stay as close to the wall as you
Ain't
can.
that the truth?
And you can bypass the camera and then go in here.
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Mainly, I just want you to be careful and make sure that you always look around for cameras, especially if you don't know the level too much, because you never know when you can stumble across one. There are a few times where I saw the camera, but it was too late, so that's why I'm able to tell you all about it.
Block. See you there.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid. Ugh.
That's 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please.
That's so close. She gotta be so close.
So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number one.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try, but I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015.
No! Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
Sir, good evening.
Whoa. The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right. Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you? I wonder. Harbor, correct?
Just keep walking.
Now, you don't have to do this. You can escape. But we like to, make things a little bit more tough. As you can see, you gotta watch out for those cameras, man. They can just really get you if you're not paying attention.
Our parents were afraid of the missiles. But I think we both know that if it happens, there'll be some other element at play. Something
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
The council meeting. You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five to embrace the Green Revolution.
That chance. The original five are all. This guy's technically inventing
Evening.
I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it.
Something.
For us.
But the fact is, Janus is a
Oh, I see.
Hey,
The penny
glad you can make it
drops.
out.
I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
This job. I'm behind on the rent again. The VIP is thinking about the village and stuff.
I'm glad I'm rich, though. I was rich before I married him, and now I sort of know how much money I have.
Stop playing. I need the border.
The only problem is he takes a very, very long time, so for those speedrunners out there, I can guarantee you they're never going to let him, or do this option.
Sir?
There you go, ladies and gents. Complete. Next thing up is I'll show you the ending cinematic again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll have another video showing you 2 different unique ways of completing this again, and then we'll be doing the Silent Assassin suit only version. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You were so certain. So sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable.